Welcome to the Parish Church of St Bart's here in Wilmslow, to the final concert of the Tundra Series of concerts in number 9, entitled the Lavender Hill Mob. Now, this is the very last of the 9 concerts, so I hope you've enjoyed the series, and this one is rather a special one, and a little more cheerful than some of the other ones. Anyway, I hope you enjoy Tundra Concert number 9, featuring the Lavender Hill Mob, the film from 1951. The Lavender Hill Mob is a 1951 BAFTA-winning comedy film from Ealing Studios, written by T.E.B. Clarke, who was an Oscar winner for the Best Screenplay in 1953. And it's directed by Charles Crichton, starring Alec Guinness and Stanley Holloway, and featuring the younger Sid James and Alfie Bass. The title refers to Lavender Hill, a street in Battersea, a district of South London. Holland, played by Alec Guinness, a shy retired man, dreams of being rich and living the good life. Faithfully for 20 years, he has worked as a bank transfer agent for the delivery of gold bullion. One day he befriends Pendlebury, played by Stanley Holloway, a maker of souvenirs. Holland remarks that with Pendlebury's smelting equipment, one could forge the gold into harmless-looking toy Eiffel Towers and smuggle the gold from England into France. Soon afterwards, the two plant a story to gain the services of professional criminals Lackery and Shorty. Together the four plot their crime, leading to unexpected twists and turns. It's the most wonderful comedy, and I do hope you enjoy it. To get us in the mood, I thought I'd play the opening titles of the film score, written by George Arick, who's a prolific writer of film music. And so here is the opening titles and the music from the film. I hope you enjoyed that opening music. Now, as I usually do in my concerts here, I usually show you the official trailer from 1951. Now, it's quite a complex trailer, and it wasn't actually that well put together, so I actually have cut it down to the kind of bare minimums and things you need to know. So if you've never seen the film, you get an idea and a taster of what the film's like. It's a lovely trailer, and it's from a golden era of British films, I think. So the quite interesting fact I've got for you is that many of the scenes filmed on location in London show that the city was still being rebuilt in 1951, 10 years after the Blitz. So as you look at the opening credits and as the film goes on, you'll see some of the bomb damage from World War II. So here we are. Enjoy the official trailer from 1951.
Yours? Is it loaded? Yes, it's a present from Margaret. It fires a stick of rock.
These men are dangerous, plodding their way with icy calm to riches far beyond the wildest dreams of ordinary men.
A minute later, the guard will appear around this corner, and you, Pendlebury, will detain him for at least half a minute. Ask him for a light, ask him the way, ask him anything, but keep him there. We must have those 30 seconds.
Edgar.
Beg your pardon?
Isn't one supposed to say that when one's being briefed on my rare visits to the kinema?
The word is Roger.
These men are ruthless. Fear has no meaning for them as they hurl defiance at the law.
Help! Help!
These men were born to violence and learned to meet the worst that fate could bring with nerves of steel.
Run, Dutch, run!
Stop those men! Stop those men!
Carney! Carney! Stop him, Carney! Stop!
These men will stop at nothing, show no mercy.
I hope you enjoyed that trailer. The first song I'm going to sing for you is from 1951. All the songs I'm doing today were hits in 1951. It was quite a good year for music. We have good years and not so good years. This was quite a good year, I should say. Now, the song I'm going to sing for you was made quite famous by Mario Lanza, another one of my nan's favourite singers, I think. And it's called The Loveliest Night of the Year. The music was first published as a waltz called Over the Waves in 1888, written by Giovinto Rosas. In 1950, the music was adapted by Irving Aronson with lyrics by Paul Francis Webster for the movie The Great Caruso, in which it was sung by Anne Blythe. Later, Mario Lanza recorded the song. It became one of the most popular songs of 1951, reaching number 3 in the US top charts. The quite interesting fact I've got for you is the Ealing Studios, planning a bank robbery movie, asked the Bank of England to devise a way in which millions of pounds of sterling could be stolen from the bank. A special committee of the bank was created to come up with an idea, and their plan is the one used in this movie. So enjoy this song, The Loveliest Night of the Year. When you are in love, it's the loveliest night of the year. Stars twinkle above, and you almost can touch them from here. Words fall into rhyme anytime you are holding me near. When you are in love, it's the loveliest night of the year. Waltzing along on the blue, like a breeze drifting over the sand. Thrilled by the wonder of you, and the wonderful touch of your hand. My heart starts to beat like a child when its birthday is near. So kiss me, my sweet, it's the loveliest night of the year. Two different batches of the Eiffel Tower paperweights were produced, one of the normal metal and the other of pure gold. This is how the Lavender Hill mob planned to get the gold out of the country, disguised as normal, everyday paperweights. Sadly, the French vendor mixed up the boxes and sold 5 gold paperweights to some school children by mistake. The Lavender Hill mob tracked them down to their school to entice them to swap their so-called experimental models with the normal ones and receive a cash reward for their trouble. This was the song the girls were singing when Holland and Pendlebury paid a visit. So the song is the eating boating song, written in 1863 by Algernon Drummond. I thought you might enjoy this, and the girls certainly did enjoy singing it as they were being fleeced for their gold. Jolly boating weather and the hay harvest breeze played on the feather, shade off the trees. Swing, swing together with your body between your knees. Harrow may be more clever, rugby may make more row, but we'll row, row forever, steady from stroke to bow, and there's nothing in life shall sever at the chain that is bound us now. be slow on the feather, and sing to the boys, oh fools, but we'll swing, swing together, and swear by the best of schools. But we'll swing, swing together, and swear by the best of schools. The first piano piece I'm going to play from you is the theme from Lavender from Má Vlast by Bedřich Smetana. The Moldau, or the Czech Lavender, symphonic poem by Bohemian composer Bedřich Smetana, that evokes the flow of the Lavender River, or in German the Moldau, from its source in the mountains of the Bohemian forest through the Czech countryside to the city of Prague. It's a devoutly patriotic work. The Moldau captures in music Smetana's love for his homeland. The quite interesting fact, which is the link to why I'm playing this piece about a river, is that Alec Guinness falls in the river as part of the bullion heist plan. You can see the Thames is much cleaner today than it was in 1951. So here goes the piano version of Lavender from Má Vlast by Bedřich Smetana. Short extract I've got for you is an extract featuring a cameo by Audrey Hepburn. The quite interesting fact is that Audrey Hepburn, who plays Chiquita briefly for all of about 12 seconds, was considered for a larger role in this movie, but stage work made her unavailable. So Alec Guinness was so impressed by the young actress that he arranged for her to appear in a bit part, and this is considered to be Hepburn's first appearance in a major movie. So enjoy this lovely, wonderful cameo by Audrey Hepburn, and it comes right at the end of the movie.
Stand it a little. Oh, Chiquita, Chiquita. I hoped I'd see you. You run along and get yourself a little birthday present.
Oh, but how sweet, Artie.
The next song I want to sing for you, again from 1951, is Too Young by Sylvia D and Sid Lippman. Nat King Cole recorded a version of this song on the 6th of February 1951, and it reached #1. Since then, many cover versions have been made, even by Donny Osmond, released in June 1972, and I had to put up with my sister playing that song over and over again and sighing heavily. Strange times in my childhood. So the quite interesting fact is that Alec Guinness was paid £6,000 sterling for this film. His regular salary at the time was £25,000 sterling, so it was a bit of a bargain. So here's the song, Too Young by Sylvia D and Sid Lippman. They try to tell us we're too young to really be in love. They say that love's a word we've only heard, but can't begin to know the meaning of. And yet we're not too young to know the love will last though years may go. And then someday they may return. We were not too young at all. And yet we're not too young to know this love will last though years may go. And then someday they may recall we were not too young at all. I'll play for you next an organ piece, and it's the Promenade from Pictures and Exhibition by Modest Mussorgsky, and it's arranged by me. Now, the reason I've chosen this piece is that actually this piece of music matches the fairly angular style of George Arik, so I thought I would include this in my concert. So here is the Promenade from Pictures and Exhibition by Mussorgsky. Another tradition I've set in these wonderful Tundra concerts is actually towards the end of the concert to actually do a little cameo slideshow of Meet the Cast and have some pre-recorded music in the background. Well, I thought, what could I do? What could I record in the background? And I hunted around for music by George Arik, and he really was a prolific composer. And I came across a song called O Willow Whaley, and the music by George Arik and lyrics by Paul Den. So I've done a lovely arrangement for this. A little bit more about George Arik. He was born in 15th of February 1899 and died in the 23rd of February 1983. He was a French composer born in Le Havre-Hérault. He was considered one of Les Six, a group of artists informally associated with Jean Cocteau and Eric Satie. Before he turned 20, he had orchestrated and written incidental music for several ballets and stage productions. He also had a long and distinguished career as a film composer, influenced heavily by Jean Cocteau. His notable films that he's written scores for are Hue and Cry, 1947, Passport to Pimlico, 1948, The Lavender Hill Mob, as we know, 1951, Moulin Rouge in 1952, the Titfield Thunderbolt in 1953, and Roman Holiday in 1953 as also. So you can see he was favoured by the Ealing studio. So here's Meet the Cast, featuring the lovely song O Willow Whaley by George Arick and lyrics by Paul Den. The next song for you is How High the Moon by Morgan Lewis and Nancy Hamilton. Again, it's a 1950 song, and there's a popular version of this jazz standard song in the hits by Les Paul and Mary Ford. Now, if you ever listen to it, it's much faster than I'm playing it now, and one of these with with electric guitars in the background, so it's very upmarket, almost hillbilly style. Quite interesting fact, 13 years after the film was made, Stanley Holloway, who played Pendlebury, appears of Audrey Hepburn's Chiquita as her father in My Fair Lady in 1964, so there's a bit of a twist and turn. So also, if you look carefully in the film, when you watch it, the bicycle changes. When Sid James rides past the bullion van, a close-up of Sid showing is sitting on a chrome steel bicycle with rod brakes and a rear rack. But when it cuts to him riding past the van, it's a totally different bicycle, no rack, no cables, no brakes, and no continuity. Anyway, here's the song How High the Moon by Morgan Lewis and Nancy Hamilton. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away told, till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far. The darkness night would shine if you would come to me soon, until you will have still my heart, how high the moon. Somewhere there's music, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon, until you hear how still my heart, you enjoyed that song. So, we're at the end of the concert, so I thought it might be interesting to see what the critics said about the film. One said, inflation may have dented the allure of its 1 million bullion heist, but this 1951 evening comedy is still 24-carat gold. That's a good one. Another one said, it's tremendously good fun, though lighter in tone than Ealing's two sebaceous masterpieces, Kind Hearts and Coronets and The Lady Killers. The last one I want to share with you is, it says, the Lavender Hill mob is character and situation fast at its best, and I agree with all those things. So what I do now is to play you a little bit of the closing credits, again from the Lavender Hill Mob Suite by George Arick. Normally at this point of the film, of the concert, I normally play the actual ending of the film, so I've spoilt The Ghost of Mrs. Muir and also Dark Victory by playing the end. This one I'm not going to play at the end because it really is that good, it's worth waiting for. The twist comes right at the end in the scene, the cafe scene, where he's talking to somebody dressed in white just like him, just after Audrey Hepburn says hello and a whole load of other people say hello. So I won't spoil it for you, but I thought what I'd do is give you a bonus video. And what it is I'm going to do a kind of different version that you can see me play of O Willow Whaley, because it was actually created for the film The Innocents from 1961. And it was composed by George Arick, as you know, and written by the English screenwriter Paul Den, and sung by Scottish folk singer Isla Cameron. It has a haunting theme that makes you want more. I prepared this little track reprise for you, recorded in my home studio in one take, but it is unlikely I'll ever be given the nickname One Take Harvey anytime soon. So here we go, here's your bonus video of O Willow Whaley from the film The Innocents in 1961. We lay, my love and I, beneath a weeping willow, but now alone I lie and weep beside the tree, singing, oh, hello, Whaley, by the tree that weeps with me, singing, oh, hello, Whaley, till my lover returns unto me. We lay, my love and I, beneath a weeping willow, but now alone I lie. Oh, willow, I die. Oh, willow, I die. Well, there you have it, the final concert of the Tundra Series that just happened. So I really hope you've enjoyed the series of 9 Tundra concerts to see us through the dark winter months of lockdown misery. I hope they've cheered you up in some small way. I will be releasing them as a set of 9 videos soon. So watch out for it, probably about a month's time. Well, things are looking brighter for us, and the church is open for worship from Palm Sunday, but sadly the full choir will not return yet for several months. So, well, take care of yourselves and keep happy, safe and well until we meet again. So I hope you've enjoyed the concerts. I wish you all the best, and hope and pray we have a decent end to lockdown and we can get back to normal. Until then, keep happy, safe and well, and God bless.